It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. Hope you're all ready for this one. And it comes
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Herbert. In trouble, and he's taken down. Will Anderson, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. At the 43-yard line. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And a good tackle there right around the 30, stops him short of the first down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Stroud working out of the gun. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another run for Gibbs here. Shedding through the defense. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Taken down at the 47-yard line. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Stroud looking to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
The throwing again is Stroud. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like
a
that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. There's a short one taken in by Otten. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dragons offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And as we transition into the second half of the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a consistent basis. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. As Stroud now to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage, and so we left with a 3rd and long.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. They'll go again with Gibbs. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Here's Herbert. Open man, it's Palmer. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Herbert. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But you look at this defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Herbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. These two teams all tied after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Dragons offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Herbert now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Stroud. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
4th down to give to Gibbs. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Stroud to throw it. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 79 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Gibbs, touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, and he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3.
At the 35-yard line.
Up the middle they go. McGill, and that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. McGill. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. McGill. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Johnston on the quick slant. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. $35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's building his case for MVP consideration with each passing week. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Stroud out of the gun here. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Here's 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Back to throw. Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Again, 27 on the play. And the Tokyo first down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's to Bowers once again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there. And even 40 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 21st touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Finding Otten once more. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 47-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert throwing again. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Herbert running left off the option. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. On is the Chargers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Tokyo 1st down.
Now Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? Let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And Stroud now to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. Short throw caught by Bowers. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Stroud looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Bowers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Here goes Stroud again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. C.J. Stroud, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dragons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. A 10-play drive that time. And it was C.J. Stroud who finished off that drive with the touchdown run. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Otten brings it in over the middle. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Herbert. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That is caught. He's got room to roam. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Complete to Cade Otten. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
I'll pick up a 2. Brings up second and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
In motion, the tight end. Now Herbert, third and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it 24-13. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Now they can't bring him down. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Able to slither by. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 8. Herbert now. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Well, this one taken in by Otten. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Stroud. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 156. That ties him with Terrell Owens for 5th all-time. And the Dragons have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a short gain down to about the 33. Deion Henley there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Two yards still to go. Third down now. Hand off now to Gibbs. He juked him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and that'll be good enough for the first. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember.
This is caught inside the 15. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston from 10 yards out. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's 2nd and 7. Give running right is Spiller. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Tokyo,
the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for LA, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.